We are SOFAfrica. What we do is we strive to grow produce organically. Growing produce organically helps in many ways, in many different aspects. When you are growing foods organically, what you are doing is you are providing the potential to combat climate change. You are providing the potential to improve people's health. You are also providing people with the opportunity to learn about how to grow food. Possibly even help somebody to make a steady income. We don't just do it for that though. We also do it for the educational aspect of teaching children how to grow foods themselves, as well as the vulnerable communities that really need it. We chose to grow organically because when you grow organically, what you're doing is you are reducing the chances of people becoming ill or deathly ill from chemicals. And growing organically allows us to not have to use any chemicals, any harmful chemicals to humans on our plants. Growing foods organically also helps to improve health, not only because there aren't as many harmful aspects, but because there are typically more minerals in organically grown foods than there are in non-organically grown foods, because a lot of the people that grow foods organically tend to add more vitamins and minerals to the plant as it's growing. We're trying to create a movement, we're trying to create a revolution, not just a movement. How we're trying to make a difference is we are trying to reduce pollution. How we do that is we use the method of composting to fertilize our produce. For example, redworm composting, and taking food scraps and putting them in a whole bunch of dirt, and we grow foods within that dirt. That allows for the food scraps that have necessary minerals for whatever seed is being planted to be able to get those vitamins and minerals that they may not usually get. For example, eggshells. We chose to grow organically also because we want to help to improve the people's health. Through composting, what this allows us to do is have more higher quality products. And when we give that to people at a low cost, what we're doing is we're improving that person's health without them having to spend more money. And it also allows them to get more minerals and vitamins than they typically would for wherever they typically go for their food. We are also hoping to combat climate change. How we're doing this is we are trying to get school children that are associated with our programs from within the education system. We are getting them to plant trees. We've also gotten some volunteers to plant trees. This helps to balance out the carbon dioxide and oxygen levels within the air. Not only does this help with climate change, but this also helps with volunteer opportunities. Those who do volunteer are more likely to get a better chance at finding a job or finding out if it's the right industry for them to be working in. And then not only that, but it also provides the education for them to be able to grow foods on their own. So even if the industry is not for them, they can still save money by growing their own foods organically. And by growing organically, we are reducing the waste, climate change, we are reducing the disease consistency. We are also reducing how bad these vulnerable, or how vulnerable these communities actually are. We are always accepting volunteers. The first approach to getting volunteers was to get situated with school programs. This way we can have school children help us out while being educated, and then we also get a leg up because we are getting free work out of these children, and they still get to learn it, and they are learning it a lot faster. So the future generations are going to be a lot smarter when it comes to organic gardening. We are always accepting volunteers for gardeners and marketers. Gardeners will help us more than anything because this is where you are getting down into the nitty gritty. You're putting your hands in the soil. You are doing the hard work, and you are basically working towards being able to have more job opportunities in the future. Because for you to be able to volunteer as a gardener for SOFAfrica, you do have to be located in Kenya, Africa. And in Africa, there are more careers out there related to agriculture than there are probably any other industry. But when it comes to marketing, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can be in Asia or you can be in North America. It does not matter where you are located. As a volunteer marketer, you work remotely and you basically are sharing the fundraisers, and you're sharing the Facebook page, the Twitter page, the email, if that's how you connect with people. You are basically, you can even do guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing can definitely help us out because you can actually get a fraction of a whole city or a whole community to help us and support us as a nonprofit organization. This will help with fundraisers when we do hold them. So I hope to hear from you. All you have to do to volunteer is message us on the Facebook page. Just let us know what you would like to volunteer as. We accept other volunteer positions. We actually accept various different volunteer positions. We would also like to get some partnerships. Partnerships allow us to get investors while we are also getting cross promotions. Cross promotions are very important to us. It allows for people to know about one thing from something that they trust, so they are more likely to trust whatever the reference or recommendation was. So please think about messaging the Facebook page, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.